And this is the Looney Tunes 80th anniversary. And this is a plush. And this is a plush plus, because there's a lot you can do with this little plush. You can get ready to laugh and laugh with Looney Tunes. One of the favorites of the Looney Tunes characters, now in the adorable plush, talks, moves at the same time, rocks and kicks and so much more. And Marcy Corradetti's joining us. Marcy, no reorder on our Tweety. Great to have you here.
Great to be here. I just love being, I'm a nostalgia queen. That's why I knew that answer to that movie, because I go way back to watching things from the 1930s and 40s. And so I know all about the Looney Tunes stable of the best characters ever.
Yeah, give me some backstory on I grew up, I'm not 12, but 80 years. So
Yeah.
That's when this started?
That's right, 1942.
I did not know that.
In comic strips. Yeah, you know, all those characters started for World War II to entertain our families because it was so depressing during wartime. And the comedies were actually aimed at adults, whether they were animated characters or not. So in 1942, he's part of a comic strip, and then he's part of those short films that you see in the movie theaters. And then in 1947, he joins being Sylvester's arch nemesis, which is how we most know Tweety, right? And so Tweety, I taught a putty pat. I did. And then Sylvester suffered succotash. So they have all of these wonderful, wonderful big personalities. And so at 80 years, first I'm going to talk about why the little ones will love it. Soft, squishy, embroidered canary, bright yellow, adorable, crest at the top of his head that's squishy and soft between your fingertips. And his little beak and his feet are what we call vegan leather. They're adorable. And when you press his wing, he'll start to say all of those little nostalgic things that we know, his phrases, his quotes, and he sings.
Come here and taste it with your buddy. Ooh, that Nino battle putty cat.
Putty cat.
Hey, I'm surrounded by putty cats.
I'm surrounded by putty cats.
That's great.
So that's so easy to do. His batteries go in the very bottom. You'll leave 3 AA. And you'll put them in the bottom there where it's a safe compartment. Again, when we talk about little ones, you need a screwdriver to get in there. Once your batteries are in and you seal it back up, you are pressing his left wing and he starts, and his feet wiggle like, you know, our little ones do.
Oh,
so excited.
how did you do the feet? How'd you get the feet to do that?
Same way, you're just pushing the wing, lift them up maybe off your lap, and his feet should go out and in. I'm surrounded by putty cats.
Hey, your opportunity to pick this up at a clearance sale price, by the way. So clearance price, and then sale price. And when you got them together, clearance sale price, this is opportunity that'll never be coming back again. You know what's great about this is that your fun is also someone else's fun, because these animated features, these cartoons, they never go away. They're still around, aren't they?
They are. They absolutely are. And even my children in the 90s were watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Space Jam, and Looney Tunes Back in Action. And Sylvester and Tweety had the mysteries in the 1990s. So this goes from generation to generation. If I gave this to someone, I may not even give this to a child. I would give this to my mom, who's going to be 87 and remembers everything about the Looney Tune characters from Warner Brothers, you know, where they were so smart. They were above children's heads with intelligence. They were so
They
bright.
really were.
They were, and both Tweety and Sylvester were on a mission, of course, to get each other, just like the other, you know, the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and all those other characters. And so, you know, my favorite episode of any cartoon ever from Tweety Bird and Sylvester is that, you know, Sylvester always had a mission to get the Tweety Bird up in the cage. Granny always hid Tweety as high as she could hang him in that cage away.
Right.
And he would build furniture pieces like dressers and bureaus and chairs, and he would work his way up. They would be standing on their ends, and he would climb all the way up this furniture and get to the top of the cage, and Tweety wasn't there. And you're thinking, where's Tweety? Well, Tweety's down at the bottom with a saw, sawing the bottom of the legs off of the chairs. And then, of course, Sylvester's going to be foiled. I just laugh. And our parents remember that. And our children can now enjoy it with us as well.
Yeah, I also had this new, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And those were my favorites. So the characters in Looney Tunes, in Warner Brothers Looney Tunes, were
Yeah.
Tweety, Sylvester, Roadrunner,
Bug.
Wiley.
Yeah,
Was Bugs in that world too?
Well, he enters that world. He's one of Looney Tunes #1. Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd. I mean, Daffy Duck.
Man.
These are all the Looney Tunes,
Nah.
the Merry Melodies people.
So
that came on every
funny,
Saturday
so
morning.
good, you're absolutely right, so smart. I also have this wonderful appreciation for the artists who drew those cartoons. So they were not, that's not computer animation. They were artists who drew the cartoons the
That's right.
old-fashioned way. Like, how cool is that?
Yes, one after the other, after the other.
After the other, and then the moving picture that made it a quote-unquote cartoon.
right.
that came up with the expressiveness, came up with the adorability, came up, and then there were the voices. Then there were
Mel Blanc.
Then there was Mel Blanc, who was the voice of not just one character,
many.
but could do many of those characters.
That's
and
right.
his son
That's right.
actually came in, I know that as well, to kind of take over
you're right.
when Mel was gone. Like, incredible.
You're
So
right.
look, give me the box, give me the experience of people, nostalgia, and then creating new memories of this item.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I don't know that they're going to get that box, Rick. I'm going to be really honest. And I know that that's a still shot, but they will get Tweety, and he will have a tag with that 80th anniversary on there. And I know that this will be a collector's item as well. I'm telling you, so many people will remember this, and we'll talk about it with their kids and their grandkids, and they may all get together and watch them for the first time on the streaming services.
I love
They're
that
still
story.
around.
I love that. It makes me want to watch an episode of this again, to watch Sylvester. They were so smart, and so just the tricking of Sylvester every time.
Yes, every time. So savvy. I thought I bought it.
Good thing that it was every time, because otherwise we wouldn't have a Tweety anymore, right? It would not be a good ending. $22.41 is the clearance sale price, everybody. No reorder on this one. By the way, 200 people are shopping right now, so this is going to go. This is going to say goodbye. Give me the size stats on this, if you would, and also the safety, because this is 3 and up, right?
Yeah, 3 and up, so there's no loose pieces. Everything's embroidered from top to bottom, completely safe. It's about 11 inches in height. He's adorable. You'll take him everywhere. Squishy, soft, and our children will love him.
No doubt about it. Are going to love, so it's going to be safe for that. When I get it, the way to work it, again, is there more than one button on this, or is just the one paw?
No, Rick, just one in his left wing, right where you're pushing. That should activate his sounds, and it should activate his feet going back and forth. Your batteries might be running low on that one. You do have to put batteries in, but he will almost waddle like his feet, like this. Look.
Love.
His head goes back and forth because he's so animated. He has such characteristics that are so cool.
That's great.
That I know that you'll love him. Yeah, he's so cute.
By the way, you're coming back with, give us a big tease, because you were in Sizzling Summer with what?
I was with the Rocket Bubble Blaster, which everybody's using on TikTok and all over the internet. Easy for the little ones, starting at age 3.
So I got to tell you, this one, I had no idea what this was. Shawnee Sue lost her mind over this thing. She got it. She got 4 of them or 10 of them or something for all the kids, for her kid. So you got to get this bubble blaster. We'll tell you exactly how to use it. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast. I think that's the star of the show.